Your self-control isn't broken, your standards are just too low. Here's what nobody tells you: willpower isn't actually failing you. Think about it. Willpower only matters when there's a conflict between what you want to do and what you've decided you should do. But if you've quietly accepted that skipping the gym is okay or staying up late scrolling is fine, there's no conflict anymore. There's nothing to resist. You're not weak. You've just lowered your standards so far that your behavior aligns perfectly with your expectations. The moment you stop enforcing your own rules, willpower becomes irrelevant. It's not that you lack discipline, you lack standards worth defending. Picture two people at the gym. The first one shows up at 6 in the morning, 3 days a week, no matter what. Bad sleep, stressful day, weather is terrible, doesn't matter. They're there. Second person also wants to be fit. They try to go when they're motivated. They hit the gym for 2 weeks, skip it for 3, come back when they feel guilty. Everyone assumes the first person has an iron will and the second person is lazy. That's completely backwards. The first person isn't using willpower at all. They've simply decided that skipping the gym isn't an option for them. It's not a choice they evaluate every morning. It's non-negotiable. Like brushing their teeth. The second person is burning willpower constantly because they're negotiating with themselves every single day. Should I go today? Do I feel like it? Am I motivated enough? That's exhausting. And it fails because willpower is a finite resource. The moment you're tired or stressed or busy, you lose that negotiation. The person with the non-negotiable standard doesn't negotiate. They've already decided who they are. And that decision does all the work, no willpower required. This is why standards matter more than motivation. Motivation changes. Standards don't have to. Here's what most people don't realize. Every single time you lower your own bar, you're not just breaking one promise. You're sending a message to yourself that your word doesn't mean anything, and that message compounds. Think about it this way. You tell yourself you'll eat clean this week. By Wednesday, you compromise. You eat the pizza. It's just one slip right. Wrong. What you've actually done is prove to yourself that when things get hard, your standards are negotiable. So next time you make a commitment, your brain already knows you don't really mean it. This is why one broken standard is so much more damaging than one failure. A failure is an accident. Lowering your bar is a choice. And every choice to accept less from yourself erodes your identity. You stop being someone with standards. You become someone who has good intentions but caves when it's inconvenient. The identity damage is exponential. After you've lowered the bar 5 times, discipline becomes almost impossible because you've trained yourself that you're not the kind of person who keeps promises to yourself. Your word to you has become worthless. That's the real cost. It's not the pizza or the missed workout. It's the person you're becoming in the process. Here's where it gets powerful. When you raise your standard even slightly, you're not just changing a behavior, you're changing how you see yourself. Let's say you currently allow yourself to scroll social media for an hour before bed. You decide that's no longer acceptable, not because it's trendy or because some productivity guru told you to, but because a person with your standards doesn't do that. That shift is everything. At first, it feels hard. Your brain resists, but something remarkable happens over time. Each night you honor that standard, you're not just building a habit, you're building evidence that you're someone who keeps promises to themselves. After a week, it's easier. After a month, it feels automatic. After 3 months, skipping that hour feels like skipping a shower. It's just who you are now. This compounds. One raised standard makes the next one easier to implement because your identity has already shifted. You've proven to yourself that you're someone who decides what's non-negotiable and then lives by it. That's not willpower anymore. That's identity working for you, not against you. So here's what you actually need to understand. Discipline isn't something you're born with or born without. It's a symptom of standards you've already decided to live by. Stop asking yourself how to be more disciplined. Start asking what standards you're willing to defend. The moment you decide something is non-negotiable, not someday, but today, you stop needing willpower. You just need to honor who you've decided to become.